There's two things you can do right now today to close more jobs. Here they are. They're super simple. They're low-hanging fruit. Number one, when you get to the property, whether it's you're giving a painting estimate or plumbing or electrical or HVAC, number one thing you must do is give the price before you leave the property. A lot of companies will get stuck because you're really busy. I get it, busy season. And they'll say, hey, I'll get the numbers together and I'll email you an estimate. Don't do that. The homeowner wants the price, and they want the price right now. That's why they called you. So give them the estimate before you leave that property, because that gives you and the homeowner an opportunity to talk about the project. They have a lot of questions. Number one, they want to know how much it costs. And then once they find out how much it costs, now they can figure out, do they want to schedule it? And sometimes they may look at your price and say, okay, let's do it. Now you can move straight to scheduling. Hey, we'll start tomorrow. If you don't give them the price, you don't even have that, right? And if they're getting 2 or 3 estimates, sometimes out of those 2 or 3 companies, the other companies aren't even giving them numbers. So sometimes you're not competing against anything. So make it a point to never leave the property without giving the numbers. Find a way to, if you have a hard time giving numbers or it takes a while, streamline that process. Find a way to give prices in 5-10 minutes. So you can say, hey, give me a couple minutes, and you go to your truck, write it up, come back, give them the price. And now you can say, hey, what questions do you have? And you can ask them to schedule the work. Worst thing they can say is, no, I don't want to schedule it. I've got 2 or 3 estimates, which leads me to the next one. All right, so first thing, never leave the property without giving the price. Number 2, call them the next day if you don't close it right there, because sometimes they're going to close right there. I know when I hire people at my house, I want the job done. I want it done today. So you give me the price, I'm probably going to say yes. All right. So number 2, call them the next day. Once you give them the price, of course, you're going to ask them, would you like me to schedule? Because they might say yes. If they don't, you're going to say, okay, can I give you a call tomorrow once you've looked at it? They're not going to say no, because they want the project done, right? They called you there. They're okay with you calling them. And then you're going to ask them, are you getting other estimates? They may say, oh yeah, I'm getting 2 more estimates. Then you're going to ask them, when is the last one? And they might say, oh, tomorrow evening. The reason why you ask them that is because you want to call them after their last one. Give them a little time to look over it because they have questions, and you're there to serve the customer, not pressure them, right? But if they have an estimate Friday night at 6 p.m., call them Saturday morning or Monday morning. Just ask them, hey, okay, so your estimate is Friday night. Can I give you a call Saturday morning? What's the worst they can say? No, give me the weekend. And they say, okay, yeah, no problem. So you think Monday is a little bit better? We call you on Monday morning, right? And then you're going to call them because you're leveling up more than what a lot of the companies are doing. A lot of companies are not getting back with people on estimates, which is hard to believe, but it's true. And then a lot of the companies are giving the estimate and then never following up. So you can call them Monday and say, hey, what do you think? And they're going to tell you about their other estimates, and then you can tell them what the difference between you and the other companies are. If you want to compete on price, you can. It just gives you options because you're on the phone. You can follow up the next day, you can follow up 3 days later. But you just keep that contact with your customer and say, hey, can I give you a call? That way you can answer questions. So number 1, never leave the house without giving the numbers. And then number 2, call your customer the next day. Communicate. Doing these 2 things every single time will help you close more. If you have any other questions, just go into our comment section or the link in our bio. If you're here on TikTok, the link is in the bio. If you're here on YouTube, just look in the description. We do have a sales course, walks you through all of these things. Even includes a pricing course, helps you how to price and helps you how to streamline price. That's in the link is in the description and in our bio. All right, have a good day.